Welcome everyone. My name is Nicole and today I'm aiming for about a 30-minute flow that's going to focus on our hips and legs mainly. Of course it'll be full body, right, yoga, but hopefully I'll create a little special emphasis in those areas, so hopefully we can ease some tensions and maybe gain a little more flexibility and strength. So if you would like to join me, maybe also have a couple blocks handy. I'll go ahead and demo and use them kind of as props throughout. So otherwise, sit tall, maybe sit up on the block if you find that you're real uncomfortable, your knees are real high. And then let's just begin a little sway side to side. And you're just trying to grow a little in the spine. And then pausing lightly, roll those shoulders down. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out the nose. Breathing deeply in and out. And then we're going to have to press the palms together at heart center. If you'd like to set an intention for the class, now's a great time. Maybe just one word that pops into your mind that maybe you'd like to see more of in your life. Beautiful. Go ahead and drop the hands down and let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. Just move through some gentle warm-ups before we get into our legs. And then inhaling up through center and let your ear fall off the other direction. And then look up and now look over your right shoulder. Drop your nose to your armpit and breathe into this new area in your neck. Inhaling up through center, look to the left and drop your nose to your left armpit. And breathe deeply. Inhale, look up and then back through center. And now go ahead and switch the cross on your legs here. And we're going to get into our shoulders. Inhale the arms up, overhead. Turn the palms downwards and exhale. Inhale the fingers up and over. And exhale, palms down. Imagine your breath as energy, sending it all the way to the tips of the fingers, and then exhale, drawing it back down to your base. One more time. Now let's bring our hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, press the palms away, fully extend the arms. Inhaling. Exhaling, pressing away. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale all the way to the top. And then twist to the right. Look to the right. Inhaling up. Now twist to the left. Keep your core engaged, sit tall, look to the left. Several rounds like this. Last time, inhale up to the top, exhale, twist to the left. And then inhale, back through center, hands, exhale, come through heart center. And then we're gonna come around, grab your blocks now, and all fours. So you want to be gripping your block firmly, and if you don't have blocks, then grip your mat firmly or the floor, and then, you know, so much that you could pick it up if you needed to here. And then we're going to lift the knees and press the hips up and back. And then your knees can stay bent a whole bunch, and just really focus on pressing those hands, grabbing those blocks, hip, and then taking deep breaths. You can always modify and have your be on your knees. Now prepare. Raise your right leg on the inhale to the sky. And then we're going to do some hip circles here. So draw the knee into the navel, open it out to the side, and back through. 2 more times. Inhaling, exhaling. And now knee to navel. Shift forward and step that foot through. Hopefully, if you have the blocks, that made it more accessible. And then we're just pausing here. Whereas our base is our feet, so focus on what they're doing. Press out strongly through your back heel. And then kind of squeeze those legs together, like you could hold something between your legs. So inhale, squeeze, lift. Exhale, press out the back heel, drop through the pelvis. Inhale, squeeze, lift. Exhale, press away. Beautiful. Now lower the back knee, pause here, but keep the squeezing, keep the engagement. Just keep sending breath where you feel sensation. Now raise your back knee once more and put a little, send yourself back into that heel some. Working that calf and the foot. So out the back heel and come up on those toes, and just shift back and forth. Now drop that knee once more, and we're going to press through our front heel to send this right hip back into half splits. Inhale, look forward, length through your chest, and then exhale, fold over. come back forward. So we're gonna do that same sequence with the other leg, but we're gonna move to the back of our mat to do it. So just lift that back knee. So in this lunge, you have your blocks. We're gonna take them with us. So turn to the long edge of your mat here. We're gonna pause. You can have our wrists are under shoulders and toes are pointed along edge of the mat. Send that booty to the sky. Little micro bend in the knees. And then exhale, fold over. Just take some nice deep breaths here. One more deep breath. And out. Inhale halfway, look up. And we're gonna turn to the back of our mat now. So turning the toes, taking our blocks around that foot. And just pausing here. And then imagine a little squeezing of those legs together, a little lifting up of the pelvis. And then exhale, pressing out the back heel, sinking a little through the pelvis. Inhale, squeeze, lift, a little round, drop the head. Exhale, press away. I'll drop that back knee and pause here. Sending breath into all those sensational places. Always remembering that these blocks have different settings, so you can come up higher, and then always you can come down lower. Explore what's right for you. So right, it's been explained that you want to feel something, but you want to be able to breathe through it. So just the right amount of sensation. All right, lift the back knee and then move back and forth through that back foot. Little foot workout. Our calf. And then drop the back knee. And we're gonna press through the front heel to send that left hip back into half splits. Inhale and get long, look up, and then exhale, fold over. And keep a little micro bend in the front knee, as well as pressing that front heel strongly to keep your back of your leg engaged. And then inhale, shift forward, lift your back knee, and we're gonna come back to the middle of our mat, long edge of our mat. Hips high, fold over once more, and if you'd like to clasp the hands behind the back and let the wrists come over, feel free. look up. And then we're gonna turn back to the front of our mat. And now let's lower the back knee. And let's open this front leg out towards the outer edge of the mat now. So we can come between our foot here. And then we're gonna kick the back foot in and stay here. Lasso it to reach it, or grab it and keep the kicking sensation into your bum. Don't just collapse in the shoulders, stay lifted. And then maybe look over your right shoulder. And then go ahead and release. Lift the back knee. And then scoochie that front foot in. And to switch sides this time, we're gonna step into plank and then step the left foot through. Beautiful. Okay, and then we want this left foot out to the outer edge of the mat. And you can pause here, lower that back knee. And then kick that foot in, reach around with your left hand and lasso it with a strap or a belt, or if you can grab it with your hand. Maybe look to the left, breathe. And then go ahead and release. And we're going to step that back knee back. Go ahead and remove the blocks for a moment and reach your hands out in front of you and come into puppy pose. And then shift forward and through and come all the way down onto your belly for Sphinx. So forearms are pressing down strongly. Elbows are drawing in to help me expand across my chest here. And breathing. And then hands under shoulders, press up, and then send the knees wide as the mat, toes towards touching, and hips towards feet. And you can use your hands to help you press your bum down towards, towards your feet. And then let your forehead rest on a block or the earth here. And then inhale, come on to all fours. Wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. And then from here, just draw your right knee behind your right wrist. And then just move that back foot out and set up for pigeon here. So for this pigeon, our toes or foot's at an angle in, not out at a 90. It's more comfortable. Use your blocks here to stabilize, or maybe you want to put one under your right hip. And then we're going to experiment with that same squeezing, right? Squeezing the legs together so we can lift up. And then our hips are squaring to the short edge of where I'm at. And then if you'd like, stay high or come down. I'm going to spend several moments breathing here. And again, where you feel sensation, just try to focus on sending your breath to those areas. Which may seem like a little bit of a weird thing at first, but it could be worth it. Several more rounds of breath. And then inhale, hands under shoulders, lift up. Then you can use your hands, curl your back toes under, and remove that knee. You can go up into a downward dog if you'd like that kind of entry. Otherwise, we'll enter from all fours. Now the other side. So we're gonna draw that left knee behind the left wrist and just scoot that back leg back until you're coming down and your hips really tight. Use a block under it. And then that way it's not, we're talking about sensation, it's not overly sensational so that you're like, you can't hardly breathe and you're tensing up because of the pain, right? You want the right amount. So if this gives you that, your body will trust you, open up for you, probably faster than the grit and bear it kind of. And then come forward if you'd like. Don't forget the engagement, right? We talked about squeezing the legs together so you could lift off and then come forward if you'd like. And of course, breathe. And just a few more rounds of breath. And then inhale, hands under shoulders, lift up, and then just come off to the left side. Let's draw that back leg around in front of us now. We're gonna come into a wide-legged forward fold here. So send the legs out wide, and the toes up, and the feet flexed. And I guess let's move through our feet here for a moment. So flex, floint, point, floint, out the ball, sending energy out the ball, flex, the heel, floint, toe, point. A few more times. Beautiful. Now just in our flex position, maybe roll those thighs out some, and then come forward to your own level of sensation. And that may just be sitting up nice and tall and open. Wherever you are, breathe. Right, breathe into your sensations. And then inhale. Come up nice and gently and slowly. And then to come out, we're going to lean back slowly, gently, hands under knees, come out. And then press the soles of the feet together strongly. Go ahead and bring your hands behind you. Maybe scooch a little closer to your feet, but do try to lift length, get tall. I'm sort of lifting my booty up here. And then everything about those poses makes you feel like you want to curl, turn into a C. So press the feet together and then open them like books, but keep the binding, and then them drawing in to your midline sensation. With the chin, and then begin to come forward. And then breathe. Knees, lean back to come out, and then I'm just gonna let my left foot come out here, and then I'm gonna draw this right foot kind of behind me, and both my feet are flexed. You know, I call those deer legs. And then I'm gonna look for this point in my hip that is probably pretty sensitive in this position. It's kind of hard to find in other places. And then just massage the crap out of it. It should feel pretty sensitive. I've never had someone like, oh, usually they're like, oh, there it is. So like, right there. And then we're going to switch. Oh, clap the hand, and then see if you can switch the other way, and hopefully this gives you, so in case you're the other angle, so you can kind of see what's up. And then look for that spot. And we are trying to sit evenly. Make sure you're getting this, get lots going on here. It's good stuff. And then find your little sensitive spot and massage it out. And then press the hands again and come back to where we started. Good job. And we're gonna bring the legs out in front of us. Feet are flexed strongly. Remove the flesh so you can sit evenly on your sitting bones. And then sit tall. And then lift off. Lift a foot. And the other foot. Maybe both. And come back down. And then bend the knees a whole bunch so you can have your torso resting on your thighs so your low back is nice and long. And then you can maintain that. Then go ahead and straighten the legs little bits at a time. And then if you're nice and long, then go ahead and drop the head. And send deep breaths up and down the spine. And then inhale, core engaged, come back up. And we're going to prepare to come down onto our backs now. So, just take a moment and then cactus the arms. Feet are about as wide as the mat. And then we're going to just windshield wiper the knees off one way. Inhale to the top. Exhale the other way. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then pause at the left. Inhale through center. Exhale off to the right and pause for a moment here. Keep breathing deeply. Inhale back through center. And here we're going to do a little happy baby. So go ahead and grab for the outside edge of your shins or the outside of your feet and draw the knees down towards the outside of your torso with the focus of releasing your head back. Have that all be pressing firmly into the earth. Roll around if it feels good to you. But just let go of that tension. And then release the legs. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Move your bum a little to the right and let the knees fall to the left. And then reach that right hand out, look to the right. And then inhale your knees back through center. Take a moment, realign so you feel even, and then cross your left foot over. Shift your booty to the left just a little bit and let those knees fall to the right. Reach to the left and look to the left. And breathe into the twist. Gaze back through center. And we are going to hug ourselves into a little ball and squeeze our muscles and hold our breath. And when we can't hold it any longer, we're going to let go and release out into Savasana, our final resting pose. So the feet roll out, the palms turn up, the shoulders lightly roll under. But you can take any variation that calls to you, anything that's restful, that you're going to be able to let go completely and integrate your practice. Please stay in your Savasana shape, and I will sit and hold space for the next few minutes. Breathe into any sensations that come up for you, and I'll guide you out in a moment. Begin to breathe more deeply. Bring small movement back to the body. Maybe roll to your right side and take another deep breath in. And then use your hands to push yourself back to seated. Thank you for practicing with me, my friends. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.